Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news-making headlines today. Korea's June exports hit a new all-time high, breaking the $100 billion mark for the first time in history. According to the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Resources on Wednesday, June exports surged roughly 71% year-on-year to $102.25 billion. Korea has become only the fourth country to surpass $100 billion for exports in 1 month, after Germany, China, and the US. The surge was primarily driven by semiconductor exports, which skyrocketed almost 200% year-on-year, surpassing $40 billion for the first time. Major financial institutions are rapidly raising Korea's economic growth forecast for this year, driven by a global artificial intelligence boom and massive demand for memory semiconductors. Recent Bloomberg data shows 11 domestic and international firms now expect the nation's growth to hit at least 3%. Local reinsurer Korean Ray issued the highest forecast at 4.1%, followed by UK-based Capital Economics at 4%. Global investment banks like JP Morgan and Citi have also adjusted their outlooks upward. Achieving this would place Korea noticeably above current global economic projections, outpacing the IMF's 3.1% and the World Bank's 2.5%. Prime Minister Han Seong-sook began her term on this Wednesday after receiving her certificate of appointment from President Lee Jae-myung at the Blue House earlier in the morning. Speaking to reporters on her way to work, she pledged to streamline the administration's policy-making process and take bolder steps in AI investment. She also vowed to improve the lives of young people and small business owners. In the afternoon, Han paid her respects at the Seoul National Cemetery before chairing a meeting on AI innovation with relevant ministries. A 3-year-old boy was pulled alive from the rubble in the hard-hit coastal state of Aida, after spending 6 days trapped beneath the debris. He was taken to a hospital for treatment. The dramatic rescue came as the death toll climbed to 1,943. With more than 10,000 people injured and tens of thousands displaced. According to NASA estimates, some 59,000 buildings were damaged or destroyed by the twin earthquakes, which struck just seconds apart with magnitudes of 7.2 and 7.5. The World Food Programme said more than 3,000 metric tons of food are already in the country for the most urgent priorities. And it further appealed for $50 million to provide emergency food assistance to 500,000 people over the next 3 months. US and Iranian officials are set to hold indirect working-level talks with mediators in Doha on Wednesday, aimed at implementing the Memorandum of Understanding. But Jared Kushner, President Trump's son-in-law, and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff will not take part in this round. Qatar's Foreign Ministry spokesperson said they will instead meet with Qatari mediators while in Doha. Meanwhile, Iran's chief negotiator and Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf reaffirmed that toll-free passage through the Strait of Hormuz is guaranteed for only 60 days, describing it as a temporary window for vessels stranded during the wartime blockade. After that, he warned, Tehran would begin charging ships under international law. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.